YouTube? It's Nick from Rise of Sports, and I'm back with another video today, breaking down what happened in week 2 of the NFL. There's still 2 games left as I'm recording this, so I'm going to, just like last time, kind of give my predictions a little bit, and hopefully I'll be right on the games tonight as I'm recording this on a Monday. But crazy week 2 in the NFL. Let's just get into it. All right, so here are the games. I figured it's easier on Google. Last time I did like Yahoo or something, but easier on Google. So first game Thursday night was Chiefs Chargers. Was a lot closer than what I was thinking, but the Chargers played really good. Of course, the Chiefs ended up pulling it out. Justin Herbert got hurt at the end with a rib injury, but as you can see, I mean, like running the ball was not very effective for the Chargers here. Receiving, Mike Williams played great in the absence of Keenan Allen, but of course, just the Chiefs very just basic game from Patrick Mahomes. Nothing super special. They kind of just grinded this one out and just kind of played to win. They didn't try to do anything too much, which I think was good. Why did that happen? And then let's see here. Then Patriots Steelers. I mean, not happy about it. Patriots ended up taking this one. Steelers just didn't play very good. Mitch Trubisky is kind of looking like what I think a lot of people thought he would be. And Patriots just won this one. Not really much to say. TJ Watt probably would have made an impact, but pretty low scoring. Not a whole lot to say there. Giants over the Panthers. Again, another one I didn't pick. So far I'm 1-2 on my picks because I picked Chiefs, Steelers, and Panthers, but the Giants ended up winning this one. Saquon didn't even play that great. The Panthers defense played pretty well against Saquon, but just the Panthers offense with Baker did not do anything. McCaffrey didn't get going at all. DJ Moore got a touchdown, but other than that, it was kind of just like Giants. I don't know. They're 2, right? They're 2-0 now. Yeah, 2-0 Giants. Crazy. Baker didn't throw an interception, so that's good. That'll work for him. Every time I go in, it's gonna do that. Okay, that's cool. Browns lost to the Jets. Now that's not good. If you're losing to the Jets, there's a problem with your roster, and I think it just comes down to Jacoby Brissett is not really the guy. Even though they scored 30 points, it was more their defense and the Jets offense. Just Joe Flacco, for some reason, just playing really well. He's throwing a ton, and Garrett Wilson looks like the real deal at receiver. I think you have something in that with that. You have Corey Davis and Elijah Moore. So these receivers can actually be low key like underrated and can actually do something this year. I think the Jets, another team that started out really hot. Jags just completely destroyed the Colts. Colts did not score a single point. Not something that I thought would happen at all. I don't think anybody projected the Colts to not score a point against the Jags. But yeah, the Jags, I guess, real deal. James Robinson played well. Travis Etienne played a little bit more. But the Colts, they didn't have Michael Pittman, their top receiver. Jonathan Taylor just couldn't do anything the entire game. Matt Ryan looked terrible. What is this division, the AFC South? I mean, like the Texans kept it close with the Broncos. Like, I'm going to get to that later. But like, what is this division? Are the Jags going to pull it out? The Titans play tonight. We'll see if they do anything against the Bills, but Jaguars looking like they might be the best team in this division right now, which is kind of crazy to say. Dolphins, Ravens, craziest game of the weekend. I don't even care what happens tonight, honestly. I think the Dolphins coming back, I think down like what, they were down 24, I think at one point in this game, or 21 or something. They came back in the fourth quarter. Tua threw 6 touchdowns, 2 to Tyreek Hill, I think 2 to Jalen Waddle. Both of them combined for like 400 and something yards, or 300 something yards, but still an absurd amount. Lamar Jackson played fine. He had a 70 something yard touchdown run. But it's just the Ravens defense just really didn't look good. And they allowed 42 points and allowed Tua to come back and win. Bucks Saints, probably the biggest storyline is Mike Evans. Just now, as I'm recording this, got suspended for a game. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. The Bucks and Saints had a big fight at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Marshawn Lattimore was talking smack to the sideline and to Tom Brady, and Tom Brady talked back. Marshawn said something that Mike Evans did not like, and I think it was just an opportunity for Mike Evans to get his revenge on Marshawn Lattimore, and he just shoved him down and shoved a couple other people down. So that was pretty crazy. But of course, the Bucks won this one. Snapped, I think it was a 7-game losing streak against the Saints they had before this in the regular season. So good for the Bucks. They're 2-0, looking good. Lions Commanders, another one that I actually picked the Commanders to win. I'm starting to get that feeling. Don't bet for the Lions to lose. I mean, the Lions score a lot of points every week, and that's something that I think is pretty insane that they're scoring in the upper 30s very often. And the Commanders did not look good. Carson Wentz didn't do very much. And yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. 49ers Seahawks, sad story here with Trey Lance breaking his ankle and going to be out for the rest of the season. But I actually believe that the 49ers are in a better spot now, at least if they want to win this season. I think Jimmy Garoppolo gives them a better chance to win now. And I actually like the 49ers better now than I did before. And I think with the Seahawks, like they beat the Seahawks 27-7. After Seahawks played so good the first week, they didn't look good at all in this one. And I think now that the 49ers have Jimmy G, I think they can make a real run at this division now. With Trey Lance, I just didn't think they had it, but I think now they have a chance. Rams barely beat the Falcons, and that's kind of why. Like the Rams they looked okay. Cooper Kupp's amazing. Matt Stafford is a little turnover prone. He turns the ball over a lot. But the Falcons, they came back in this one, and the Falcons are not that great of a team. Drake London, another receiver that is breaking out, and Kyle Pitts hasn't gotten involved. But I think the Rams, even though they won this game, I think it's a little bit of I wonder what's going on, because the Rams now barely are 1-1. They almost were 0-2, and I don't know what's going on with the Rams. I think the 49ers. Whenever 49ers and the Rams play each other, that's going to be interesting to see how they match up, because I think these are the two best teams in that division, which leads me to the Cardinals, who won an insane game in overtime. Definitely go watch that recap if you haven't, because Kyler Murray's 2-point try and then his touchdown at the very end are some of the most insane plays you'll ever see. I mean, just the fact he was running around for his life and was able to get both of those in the end zone. It's just insane to me. And, the Raiders aren't that good. I mean, they have Devontae Adams. Darren Waller's pretty good, but I don't think the Raiders have what it takes to win their division with the Chiefs and the Chargers. They're probably going to they might end up third or fourth. I don't really know where they'll end up, but I think the Cardinals, they played well. I just don't believe that they have what it takes to beat either the Rams or the 49ers. Texans Broncos. Texans kept it close, but again, the Texans are very limited offensively, and the Broncos kind of are looking a little concerning. It's a little concerning with them. I figured that Russell Wilson looked a little better than he has looked so far. Jared Jeudy got hurt. Patrick Surtain, their corner, got hurt. Hopefully they're both okay. I'm not sure what the word is on either of them, but I think the Broncos, they will figure it out. It's just going to take a little bit. And so right now, I don't see them beating the Chiefs or the Chargers at all. Just when you look at that Thursday night game and how good the Chiefs and the Chargers both played for most of that game, I don't see how this Broncos team right now can beat them, but it might change, obviously. Cowboys Bengals, shocker. It really was a shocker. The Bengals lost this game. But really, this Cowboys defense is real. Michael Parsons looking like the defensive player of the year right now. I know I picked Nick Bosa. We'll see what happens with that. But the Cowboys shocked them. I mean, Cooper Rush didn't look that much different than what Dak would have looked like, I don't think. I think Cooper Rush played very well in this game. How are the rushing stats? That's what I'm interested in. Zeke was not good. Tony Pollard averaged close to 5 carries, so they didn't really run the ball a whole lot. Cooper Rush threw it 19 times, and they rushed it 24 times. Or he threw it 31 times. So pretty even there. I would like to see a little bit more from Zeke and Tony Pollard. I think running the ball more would be beneficial. But I mean, Noah Brown, CeeDee Lamb played really well. And that's kind of what it takes. I mean, Cooper Rush is not going to score you 35, 40 points. But you didn't need it today, or not today. I'm acting like it is today. It's not. But when Joe Burrow, I mean, he didn't throw an interception, but just he was pressured so much that it's pretty amazing. He only had 12 incomplete passes because it felt like he was just throwing the ball around wherever he could. And I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens with the Bengals. AFC North is another division that looks wide open. I mean, the Browns are not good. The Ravens lost a close one to the Dolphins. Steelers lost a bad one to the Patriots, and the Bengals lost a bad one to the Cowboys. So, like, who is going to take this division? Like, I don't know. And then Bears Packers Sunday night. Bears just don't have it. I mean, let's be honest. They don't have receivers to compete, and the Packers just have too many weapons. Even though, I mean, the Packers really don't have as many weapons as they had last year. Alan Lazard's back. Sammy Watkins looked really good last night. They're two young receivers, Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs, look really good. Robert Tunyon's still there, and then you got AJ Dillon and Aaron Jones, which Aaron Jones popped off. So, I mean, that's enough right there. And I think Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs looked better last night. And Sammy Watkins is looking pretty good too. So I think Packers are going to be fine. They look like, I don't want to overreact, but they look like they could now compete with the Vikings, even though they look so bad in week 1. We'll see what happens tonight, though. The Vikings, Eagles, Titans, Bills. I'm going to take the Bills probably by more than a touchdown. I don't know what the line is in this game, but I would guess in my predictions video, you'll see the next video I post. You'll see what my actual prediction is, but right now I'm going to take the Bills. And then the Vikings-Eagles game is another one that was really tough for me. Actually, no, you won't see this because I would have had it in my last video. I don't know what the line is on this one, but I would take the Bills probably -7. I don't know. It's probably somewhere around there. I'd probably take that. And then the Vikings-Eagles. The close one, I think the Vikings will pull it out just because I think Justin Jefferson, Dalvin Cook will play good. They usually play good in prime time. And I mean, Kirk Cousins doesn't always play good in prime time, but I think the other guys will. And Jalen Hurts, it might be a little too big of a moment for him. I mean, he's been good, but I just don't know. With AJ Brown only, I'm not sure how it's going to work. I just don't know. I don't think either of these cornerback groups for these teams or safety groups are that great. Harrison Smith for the Vikings obviously is good, and then you have a couple guys in the Eagles secondary that are okay, but this one will be more of an offensive game, I have a feeling, and I just think Justin Jefferson is too good of a player to not take the Vikings here. So this probably will be a closer one. You know, if it was Vikings like -3, I would probably take that. But anything more than that, I probably wouldn't, just because I think it's going to be pretty close. So that is it for me on this video. I'm sorry it took so long again, but I have to recap all the games, and there's a lot of good ones this weekend. So another great week in the NFL. I was surprised again how close the games were. That's something that is really cool to see, that the games are closer. And I feel like there's always some blowouts, and there were some blowouts in these games, but a lot of them were very close, and I think that's really fun always when it's close. So that's going to do it for me. If you have any comments, feedback, let me know in the comments below, and I will see you on the next Rise Up Sports.